Ladies, the summer is really over.
Yep.
Don't you feel it?
That fast.
Done.
Don't you feel it? I started to feel it like late August.
Really?
Yeah. The weather was changing. Like 2:00 it was summer. By 4 p.m. it was fall.
You're like, it's done.
It's done.
We're done. What did you do?
What did I do during the summer?
Tell me.
All I did was work because I decided that it was going to be all about going hard on the projects that I have, both at work and at home. Healthy by George, it was about, I got to slam it, make it happen. And then at work, I have a device I'm developing for chronic pain, and we were finished testing it last week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very productive.
I know, very productive.
She was all over
Yes.
social media.
I was seeing every time I popped up, she was in my feed.
MC. I was like,
Right.
oh.
Yes.
And even when I didn't see, I'm like, where's MC at?
Right,
Like,
right,
hold
right.
on.
No, girl. I
Yes.
went hard. I just
Good.
decided, and I did really well. I really, really
I'm proud of
made
you.
some,
Yes.
You
some...
kept your word.
Well, yes,
Yes.
I made a promise to myself, and you guys inspired me not to be so hang back and scared, and
No.
so
You did it.
Yeah,
You was
absolutely.
inspiring me.
Me too.
Listen.
Big time.
And I didn't care if I looked ugly or
That's what
looked
I loved. You
anything.
was just coming on.
Natural.
You did your thing.
I just did
Boom.
it. Yep.
Good
Period.
job. Good
Yeah.
job.
Oh,
What about
so-
you?
Yeah. What about
Miss
you,
lady?
Miss
I think
Ryder?
I had almost like a rebirth. 'Cause
Okay.
I went through a transition over the summer. Won't get into
Okay.
details. Maybe we'll discuss it later in another episode. But I just focused on myself,
Good.
which is something that I think every woman should do, especially if you're holding so many hats: a mother, a
Right.
wife, a career person, a stay-at-home mom.
That's
It
right.
easily can get, things can escape you, and just focusing on yourself and making sure that you start to embrace some good habits. So I started to do that.
And you was doing it fabulously.
I'm going to tell you, some of the pictures you posted, Jamaica with family and traveling.
I was like,
girl.
where you get them boots from?
Yeah. I was like, what is the
Looking
pair of
good.
shoes you have on?
Yes,
You was
yes.
doing it.
I
girl.
was envious. I was like, how do you find
thank
that?
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know.
And that goes back to refilling that cup within yourself.
Right.
Refilling that cup. My mom always tells me, she said, you're the engine to the ship. If the engine breaks down, nothing is happening.
Honey,
Well, you
that
didn't look
engine
like
was
you took a
moving.
break at all.
I know. I was like, oh, okay. So where'd you get that top?
Right.
Okay.
Honey, I got to fine tune, oil change, and everything. I was all over the place.
I'm
But
proud of you.
Yes.
You
yes,
did good.
Yes.
You did good.
And you?
You?
My summer went up. No, it started out down. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a friend
Right.
who she told me she had, and we spoke about it. She said it was okay to announce it, that she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So that kind of just boom took me down.
I
like
know.
it hit me hard,
Yeah.
and then it kind of made me feel guilty to have fun. Like I didn't want to be posting all over TikTok, knowing that she was dealing with that. It bothered me big time. So that's how my summer started. And then my nephew came and stayed with me.
Oh, hey.
6-year-old. My kids are 20 and 21. So I was like, you want cookies at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. Yeah. The
So-
attention.
Yes. So he kind of brought me back up. I started to see things differently hanging out with him. They give you a different lens.
Definitely.
And then you realize that time is just like that.
Yes.
Because you can remember when your children were that age.
Yes.
And now they're adults. And you're like, wow,
Right.
where did the
I
time
know.
That's
go?
where it brought me. And it put things back into perspective.
Well, and I think, when you have a friend who gets diagnosed with something, you start to realize our lives do come to an end.
Yes.
And so if
We
you want to
do
get
have
something
expiration
done,
time.
You better
There's
get
no time
on
like
it.
the
you
present.
better, yeah. And
And you know
that's-
I think what really did it for me, I'm going to be honest. This is the friend that she ate right. She ate her salads.
I
She
know.
walked. She didn't
Did all the
drink.
right things.
She did all the right things. So that's why I'm like, damn, like, what?
Yeah.
So
you just never know.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
I did this study to look at genetic testing.
Mhm.
I did this whole study to look at genetic testing and know what's kind of the risk factors. And because of that, I got a free MRI from my breast.
Good.
So instead of doing a mammogram this year, I did an MRI.
Good.
And it was clear as a bell. Because that's what my
Hey.
aunt passed away from. She had
Wow.
breast cancer that was undiagnosed, and it went to her brain, and she passed away at 70.
Yeah.
And that's
so
young.
That
No
is-
kidding.
Yeah.
So that was kind of upsetting to
Yeah.
know that's in my family.
Right.
And so when the study said, "Oh, you get a free MRI," I'm like, "Hey,
You jumped on it.
I'm ready to
Yes.
take that."
Honey, I was calling everybody. You better go get your colonoscopy.
Yes.
I called everybody. I said, please go, because she just complained of a little back pain, and I was like, okay,
You just
we all
never
got a little
know.
back pain every now. So anyway, that was the summer.
Okay,
But bringing it back up,
okay.
after all that, I was thinking, exercise. I'm thinking 30-day challenge.
The 30-day challenge of what?
I don't know. Like, I was thinking, commit to
A goal.
a goal. 30
change
days.
behavior.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we do only have one more quarter that's left of this year, guys.
Listen,
Yes.
let's
And
make it happen.
I don't know about y'all. I'm planning on putting on the gas pedal.
Right. I'm behind
Because I was looking at my goals from last year, what I wanted to accomplish this year. And ladies, this time kind of last year, we were talking about making this very podcast a reality.
you. See?
Right.
Did
And
we
we've-
manifest?
We've definitely
did.
done that.
Yes.
And I was
manifest?
looking, we've created over 100 videos for our channel.
Wow.
We did?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing to talk about think about something, talk about it, and then execute and put it into action.
You got it.
You know,
exactly.
Many people do that. You know, we always talk about, we want to eat better, we want
Right.
to exercise, we want to write more, we want to spend more time with our family and friends, and we talk about it, and then before we know it, time escapes us, and like you said, a year has gone by and we have done nothing.
No, and that's exactly what I had found myself many times. And without, I think, this kind of focus that we've had, and similar to what you're talking about, a 30-day challenge,
Right.
the focus we had starting this year off,
Right.
look at where it brought us.
Did you
And
see yourself here, though?
No.
No,
Not at
me
all.
I didn't
neither.
either.
I didn't even
No.
think it was going to last that long. I thought it was going to be something for fun. And even though people who watch us, who enjoy us, thank you. We appreciate
Oh,
that.
definitely.
Those
Yes.
positive comments.
Yes, yes.
And then we get the peanut gallery, of course, who they're like, I don't relate, it's boring, and you got to spice it up, you got to say this, you say this. I think being genuine to yourself.
Right.
Because there's a lot of noise out there.
Yeah.
You know, and you just got to find your lane. You got to find your tribe. And there's a bunch of people who will tune into us and say, I can relate to these ladies, and I like what they talk about, and I like their
Exactly.
energy that they bring.
Yes.
So that's our tribe.
Right.
We're
Yeah,
not for
definitely.
everyone.
We're
you know?
not.
And
We're
also,
not.
too, I think if you really, really want to accomplish something,
Right.
you have to say, I'm in it for the long term.
Yes.
And
That's
that
true. Commit,
I'm
right?
not going
Right.
to because it's hard.
It is.
So many people get started, and I'm guilty of this.
I'm
frankly.
guilty.
We all-
I'm guilty.
I will get started on something, and then suddenly I feel tired about it, uninspired. I can't find the
Yes.
motivation. And I think by working with our group, you know, and our energy,
Right.
it's like I just keep engaged.
Yes.
Right.
And
Yes.
I think because we work every week, I mean, we did take the summer off,
We did.
Yes.
which was so
And
important.
that was planned.
Yes.
We said we were going
And
to
I
take
think
off
that
the
was
summer.
It
key.
was
Yeah.
key.
Because it gave us the time to step back, relax, recharge,
Reboot. Yeah.
reboot, look at things that we can do better.
Right.
Look at things that we just like, okay, let's take this off the table automatically.
That's what it was
And that's what you need actually in your
Yeah,
life, you
you
know,
Oh yeah, definitely.
to step back and look,
Take a break
vacation.
sometime. Yeah, rest your mind.
Exactly. And then come back, because you do come back more energized, more like, okay, I got some more ideas,
Right.
and comes back to the 30-day
So,
challenge.
30-day challenge. Where we going with this?
Oh God.
Yes.
You know, I have to commit to, I've been losing weight. If I don't get some muscle mass, I've got to
very
do something.
important after the age of 30.
I know.
There's some statistics, and I don't know the statistics like how much our muscles, go away.
Yep. So I'm starting. My 30-day commitment will be about lifting weights.
Good.
I'm going to lift
Light
weights,
right?
light weights every day.
Actually, they talk about lifting heavier weights.
Well, I'm not going to lift that
heavy?
light.
Right.
I mean,
when you say light, what are we talking?
Well, I have a kettlebell. It's a 25-pound kettlebell.
Okay.
Oh, that's heavy.
Yeah. I have a 25-pound kettlebell. I'm going to do upper bodies. I'm going to do deadlifts. I've got 10-pound weights for my legs. I'm going to do the legs with 10-pound weights. So I have a plan.
Okay.
And now, because we're doing the 30-day challenge.
Right.
Starting October?
October.
Yes.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yes.
We're going to start that weightlifting.
And we're going to hold each other accountable by taking video
we're gonna
or
record
pictures.
it.
Yes.
That's right.
And you know what? Don't put so much on your shoulders. If you're sitting in front of the TV, then this is what I do. I'm in front of the TV. I say, Keisha, you want to watch Netflix? Okay, so while you're on watching Netflix, do 5 minutes.
Right.
Just give yourself a little small goal
believe
every
me.
day.
Yes.
Or every other day.
I can't do it any other way.
Right. Don't go hard, because sometimes you're like, I'm gonna do it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and
No.
you may not be feeling it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
But you know what also helps? Tracking it, writing it down.
That's key.
That Monday I did 10 deadlifts, or I did 12 this, and actually as you track it, you start to see your progression.
Yeah.
Like 10 was hard Monday, but come maybe in 2 weeks 10 was easy.
Exactly.
And you know what I also do? When I'm washing the dishes, I might be doing something there.
Squats.
Well, I can't do that.
Whatever you can do.
I grew up with that. That drove me crazy.
I'm just saying, get it in wherever you can.
Yes, I agree.
If you're standing and
I'm not gonna fold clothes
You know what I mean?
and do squats.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm trying to help you out, sister. My thing is, I get it in wherever I can.
I don't blame you.
So if I'm going up some stairs, I might do a little extra while I'm going up the stairs.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
I do that too up in the house.
God
Like if
bless
I'm going up
y'all.
the stairs, I sprint up.
Right.
Or if I'm by the microwave. Honestly, like she was saying, I may not have weights, but if I'm standing by the microwave, I'll do like little arm things.
Yeah. When I'm walking down the hall at work, I'm doing this, and they're like, "Okay, here we go with the arms, Keisha." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm getting my arms together."
Yes.
Wherever
Every
you
little
can get
thing.
it in. Wherever
Every
you can
little
get it
thing
in.
helps.
I understand. I totally get that.
Yes.
So that's my commitment. So what's y'all's?
I'm gonna do 20 minutes a day.
Okay.
I didn't want to say a day, but I'm gonna do 20 minutes a day.
Well, that's what the 30-day challenge
20
is.
minutes of what?
Walking.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, 20 minutes of what? It's so important that what we say to ourselves by keeping that word is
Amen.
important.
Integrity.
Yeah, integrity.
It's what you do when no one's looking, right?
Exactly.
Keisha, you know you didn't do 20 minutes,
Yes.
so why are you
yes.
lying?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're not lying to us. You're lying to yourself.
Exactly.
I know.
Right.
I do that really well.
Yeah, and I have a habit of doing that too. That's why I say it, because like on this journey, I've learned that if I can promise somebody else something, why can't I promise
That's
it
right.
to myself?
I
right.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
So,
Right.
although we're saying this and saying charting this, just be real to yourself. Stand by your word. If you say you're going to do something, stand by your word.
Do
Hold
it.
yourself accountable.
Yeah.
So mine,
Yeah.
speaking of accountability, because
Let's go.
I've been back and forth, and I've even said this on social media about my writing. I met a woman the other day. She said, "When is book 2 coming out?" I'm like,
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl.
I have no excuses. And I tell you right now, I was full of shit. Right. Now I'm not.
You're not full of shit today?
I'm not full of shit today.
Okay, so talk to us. What's going on?
My 30-day challenge is to write consistently for 1 hour a day.
Ooh. Okay.
You're going to do it.
An hour.
I'm going to do it. So you're going to see me probably on TikTok or any social media platform. Tune in. I'm going to put that camera on, probably not for a whole hour, but I'm going to film it.
Okay.
Me writing. Because I appreciate the feedback from people, and I appreciate
Right.
that people are anticipating book 2. And I've gotten distracted by a lot of things because
Right.
I always put those things first.
Right.
But I was listening, and I can't remember her name right now, but she was like, if you're a writer, you're a writer.
That's right.
You make time for your craft.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Don't put any excuses. Just like these people who train for marathons, they don't wake up and say, "Oh, I had to wash dishes. That's why I didn't train."
Right.
"Oh, I had to do this. That's why I didn't train." No, they're consistently up there training. Look at the Olympics. These people that we see running and doing all these
Yeah.
sports, blood, sweat, and tears went
And you
into
know
that.
what? Something just came to me. My brother's wife said, Tanya, she said, treat it like it's your baby. You wouldn't put your baby on the side. You wouldn't just say, well, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Right.
That's one of your babies.
It is.
So if you think about it like that, you would be taking care of it. You'll
Yes,
be doing what you-
nurturing
yeah.
it, making sure that it gets what it needs.
Yeah.
Paying
And-
attention.
Yes, and
She
we
said
talked
that
about
treat your business like it's your baby.
Yeah.
yes, and we talked about setting time for it, right? And that how easily that maybe waking up earlier would probably be
Oh,
a
God.
good way to stick to a habit or a goal.
Yes.
Because sometimes if we leave it off to the end of the day, everything else comes in the way. Everybody
Yeah.
else's responsibilities
It's true.
comes, and then before we know it, we haven't done anything for ourselves.
It's true. So, okay. I like that.
Yes,
Great.
Because we all
Yes.
have been looking forward to the book.
Yeah, we have.
girl.
But, you know,
Right
as
now-
friends, we don't want to, but.
Yeah. But one girl told me, she said, "I see you all the time going places. I don't see why you don't have time to write a book." I was like, "Thank you for checking me."
Tell her we said
Right,
thank you.
Right.
'Cause we
She
didn't
called
wanna
me
do
out.
it.
She called me out.
It's true, though.
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh, I admit it wholeheartedly, and I said to myself, and we'll talk about that in
Yeah,
another
we'll get to
discussion.
that.
But part of it is fear.
I know.
Yeah.
But
and that's
yeah,
why it's
we're
been
gonna get
holding
into
me back.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Okay, so we have our 30-day challenge.
We got our
And so
30-day
what is your
challenge.
challenge? What are you gonna
Exactly.
do for 30 days? And guess what? Don't we have
We're gonna
We're
track it.
going to include a template
Okay.
in this episode so that you can click, print it out, and follow along. Put a small goal, share it with family and friends. Tell them what's their 30-day challenge. And it doesn't have to be anything so strict or
No.
big. Something small that you can start with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the tracker will help you understand how you're making that commitment to yourself.
That's
yes. Yes.
Like we're making commitments,
Yes.
girls.
Right.
30
Yes.
days.
You will be held accountable.
Yes.
Yep,
Because
we
we'll
will.
come back on. They'll call me on it.
Yes, we will.
And there are people on social media is like, "Oh, where's your day today? Where's your? I don't see you writing. I don't see you exercising."
I didn't think about it like that. I was just enjoying that you was out. So I was like, ooh, because you look good. And,
Yeah.
I
but I
was
wasn't thinking,
feeling-
oh, she got time to go out. She should be writing. I wasn't thinking. I'm going to be
Yes.
honest.
No.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
Well, somebody
All right.
called me out on that.
That's
and,
good.
And I
Okay.
appreciate that. You know.
So next time, ladies.
Next time.
Next time, join
We'll
us
see
here every Tuesday.
The Three Ladies Podcast.
Mary.
You don't want to do parsley.
No.
No,
No. Mary, Keisha, Yo-Yo.
Peanut butter jelly jam.
Tune in next
Bye.
time.
All right. See
Bye-bye.
you.